there, kid. Welcome everybody back to another episode of the Handsome Homebuyer Podcast. And let me tell you something. This is going to be entertaining, to say the least. You know who's also entertaining? We don't charge you for the plans. We don't charge you for the permits. We charge you for the entertainment value. And we're talking about Captain Permit. 516-513-8838. If you have a house that smells like Cappy, is dated from the 1960s, has 6 inches of mold on the wall, human waste going past the basement steps, land, notes, anything real estate related, I want to buy it. It's that simple. 516-777 sold. Obviously, I am your fabulous host, Charles Weinraub, AKA the Handsome Homebuyer, AKA Captain Permit, AKA, give me a little harmonica in the background. All right, cut it right there.
El judío maravilloso.
You know what that means?
No idea.
The marvelous Jew. Speaking of marvelous, I mean, today's guest, he's the fucking man. First of all, we got to start there. I know his mother's going to listen. I'm sorry about the F-bombs. A couple of them might drop, but just, he gets me fired up. He gets me a little silly. The always entertaining, the always amazing Mr. East End Luxury, Joe Piccinini. Solo, sir. I really, like, when I thought about you playing the harmonica,
yeah,
for some reason, the only thing that kept playing through my mind was, I don't think I was born. I don't know the words.
I don't really know how to do Bad to the Bone.
Bad to the... On the day I was born. No, that's not... No, we're out of sync here. I'm supposed to... All right, fuck it.
We're in sync. That's great.
Right, forget it.
All right.
No, question.
Yeah. So I'm Joe Piccinini. I sell real estate in the Hamptons, and Charles is the man. That's where we are.
So I got questions for you.
Yeah.
Since you've never listened to this, follow my lead. All right?
Okay. It's the deal.
Where does the harmonica come from?
Oh, so...
First of all, you're a handsome Italian 27-year-old.
Thank you.
East End. Oh no, this is, yeah, I guess it's a rhetorical question. We know these things, but oh yeah, please follow me. So where does the harmonica come from?
So
because I always wanted to learn how to play that. My mother got me one when I was like 3. I would just like suck on it and blow, which sounded
that's all
strange.
you do.
But it sounds good when you do it.
All right, so I'm gonna get you a harmonica. All right,
Okay.
We're gonna order it on Amazon. I'm gonna send it to you right now, or else I'll forget.
That would be freaking
Can I
dope.
do that?
Yeah, please do that.
All right.
We're gonna talk while. Can we talk while we do this?
Yeah,
Multitask.
yeah,
All right,
yeah,
cool.
yeah. That's
so
what we do.
When and how did you learn to play the harmonica?
So all right, I didn't want to talk about this, but we're going to talk about this. So I had a little nicotine thing happening.
So much for that.
In college, right?
So just so you guys know, I ask all the guests, I'm like, listen, guys or girls, is there anything respectfully that you don't want to talk about on the podcast? And the first thing out of Joe's mouth is, don't want to talk about nicotine.
I don't
Writes
want my
it down,
mom to, my
circles
mom is,
it.
My mom loves my Facebook, and I never told her this, so I'm telling her now, Mom, I had a nicotine thing. Hey, Steve, can I call you right back? I'm on a podcast with Charles Weinraub.
It's nice to know.
All right,
It's
cool.
nice to know that you're coming. That that the Handsome Homebuyer Podcast is a safe place where people feel that they can come out of the closet, whatever that means for them. Whatever that means for them. In your case,
Understood.
It's nicotine consumption.
So in college, I had this. I went out, I partied in college, and there were cigarettes around. It was the cool thing to do. So I said, "Oh, let me try that." So I tried the cigarette, and I liked it.
Did you really like it the first time you smoked a cigarette?
No, I coughed. It was horrible.
I'm always curious. I've never smoked a cigarette.
Don't.
I've never been drunk. Never taken any pills.
Don't.
Nothing. I'm pure as the freaking drip, like the dripping smell.
I can tell.
Right?
Yeah.
It shows.
Yeah.
Right? All right, good.
Yeah.
In the beard. That's why it radiates the redness.
You get redness in your beard too?
I'm colorblind, bro. You should be able to see this better than me.
You told me you're colorblind.
I know.
There is some red in your beard.
I can't see red.
If I let this grow long enough, there will be red.
Maybe it's an Italian thing, because I'm half Sicilian, right?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, my father's Russian-Polish. My mother's 100% Sicilian, and she converted. So I had a bar mitzvah and all that.
My mother is 100% Italian. My father is like 75, I think. And he's the man. Anyway, Nobledad and Bades. That's who I am.
Bades.
Bades.
Where did you grow up?
East Patchogue.
Okay. Because you've recently come into my life like a force. And
Yeah.
I don't know, it's like I know you haven't been here for that long in my life, but I feel like
You know
you've
what
been
it
here
is?
forever, and I don't know how this all happened,
I'll tell
but
you how it
like I'm
happened.
happy that we're together.
It's called the law
of attraction.
I'm writing it down because that's what I'm.
That's what you do.
How do you spell it?
Attraction.
Fuck it.
It's not important.
I know how to. Fuck it. All right.
It's not important. So, where'd the harmonica come from?
Oh, so I had this nicotine
Okay,
thing,
yeah. What do you
right?
do?
And I wanted to replace it with
Okay.
a good habit.
How old when you started smoking?
Okay, let's see.
College?
College.
Which
so
is late.
Maybe 17,
That's not. You go to
18, 19. It was 2011 when I
19.
bought- yeah, I went out and I bought a pack of cigarettes.
Okay.
My grandma passed away, and I was really kind of upset, and I don't know. I thought that's what I had to do, so I went to 7-Eleven. I bought a fucking pack of Marlboro Reds, fucking horrible cigarettes.
So you've never smoked at this point?
No, I did. I was smoking socially at college parties or
Okay.
whatever.
And then your grandmother passes.
My grandma, blah blah blah. My grandmother passes, and I just buy a pack, and I was like, this is what I have to do. Let me smoke a cigarette. So I smoked. It was horrible. It was like Marlboro Reds. I should have gotten like Parliament.
It's like sucking on a tailpipe.
Yes.
None of it would have been better.
Smoking
It
is terrible. So anyway, I replaced it. I used to smoke in my car because it was awesome to smoke in your car, and I said I don't want to do this anymore.
Okay. After
So,
how many years?
I don't know, maybe 1, 2.
Okay.
2 years, maybe,
Okay.
max.
Oh, that's not bad. All right.
So,
You're gonna still live a healthy life.
yeah. I
Well,
will.
I mean, from the cigarettes. We don't talk about any other vices right now.
What was that? Anyway.
Was that a duck?
Yeah.
Did you just see it scurry out the door?
Yeah. Actually, it's a goatee. So, I'm landing the plane. So I replaced the cigarettes with one harmonica, right?
Okay.
I put it in my car so I'd have something else to do other than smoke. So every time I was like, oh, let me have one of those horrible tailpipes, I said, and that's where it came from.
Wow.
Yeah, so
And
now I
cured-
have 12 of these, and I just started playing with people, and
So what? You leave them all over the place just in case you have like an urge and you just pick it up.
and then I lose them. And
How did you actually learn to play? Because you know what you're doing.
you know
self-taught.
what you're doing too.
I mean, with real estate, yes.
With
not
everything.
harmonicas.
So this all it is airflow, right? So there's reeds inside of this harmonica. Am I on
Got it.
camera?
Yes, you are.
There's reeds inside of this harmonica. Hey. And basically a reed is like this. It goes like this. Right? And they vibrate to create sound.
That makes sense.
So those are all reeds, right?
Okay.
If I want one reed, I could just do this.
But like I've seen pictures of you on stage. I haven't seen the
Yeah.
video, but like you like know what you're doing.
No, I don't.
Let me ask you a question. So obviously we know like obviously you're liked by everyone. That I know
Some
of.
people that everybody can't like me, and I can't like everybody. But yeah,
Most
there's
people
some-
like you.
Thank you.
You know, especially the female persuasion. Now, we're not going to go deep into that. We're not. We're going to stay real surface there. But here's the question I have. Obviously, rock stars, like, or people that are in bands,
Yeah.
like, you get panties thrown at them. It's what happens, right? So, but you talking
How
about
many do I have today?
the lead singer, the guitar player. Like, I want to know how much tail the harmonica player gets. Like, when you're up there and you're like,
as much as
meaning, like, for being the harmonica player, how much attention do you get from the female persuasion? Only, I know it's hard to distinguish
a lot,
because you're you.
a lot, and
So you're
I don't
in the-
know what to say.
You're in the
know?
crowd. You know, you're just Joe. You're having a drink. You go up on stage. You start playing the harmonica.
Yeah.
It's like
You know what it is?
it's like a light went on.
Attention is great, and I think we all want attention as human beings.
Okay.
You know, when you're on stage, you have an opportunity to yes, be yourself, but also you have an opportunity to entertain people.
Okay.
You know, and that's what we're doing with this podcast right now.
Yes.
I love entertainment. I love to live.
Yeah,
for
you're that
entertainment.
guy. I feel like, I mean, I'm not going to say you missed your calling because you're super young and everybody has
This
a
is
ton of
my
time.
calling. This is my calling right now.
Yes.
This is my calling.
So when I think of you, I think of comedy. I love what you're doing with your videos and
Thank
stuff,
you, man.
which we're going to talk about later in
Yeah.
like a more serious marketing real estate capacity. But is your passion comedy and entertainment?
That's a good question. That's a really
We're going
good
deep
question.
here. We're going
Yeah,
deep.
we're going deep.
Now we're going below the surface.
Don't talk about nicotine, please. Don't tell my mom.
Okay, no more. Sorry, Mom.
Sorry, Mom. My mom's gonna be the first one to watch this, by the way.
Without a doubt.
She's yeah. She's the best. So, what was the question? I got distracted.
What was the question, Matt? What did I ask him?
His call.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah. Is entertainment your calling? Like, what is your is that your true passion? Entertainment, comedy, etc. Because you could be that guy.
Thank you.
You are that guy. Fuck it, you are that guy.
Thanks. Let me answer that question and then kind of frame it in a what I'm doing right now and why I love to do it. And take that call. You need.
No, I can't.
I'm kidding. So yeah, it's one of my it's one of my passions, right? Entertainment, people, laughter, and music. That's what I'm passionate about. I always wanted to do this. I always wanted to do that. Real estate kind of found me, and I embraced it. You know, I was recruited to do it in a summer job. Never really thought a lot about it, but I gave it a shot. And right after college, I just went right in, got my license. And
Where'd you go to college?
Stony Brook.
Okay.
And excuse me, where was I?
Stony Brook College, real
Stony
estate
Brook College,
recruitment.
real estate. So I get very distracted, and that's always been me. You know, and maybe there's a connection there with entertainment. I don't know, but
Would you say you have a short attention span?
very short.
You think you have ADHD?
I do.
Like, do you know that you have
I
it?
don't know. I would when I was young, right? My second or third grade, they called up my mom.
You know, you have to kind of like project at the microphone a little bit. Not
When I was
not that serious,
okay.
but you can't spin around.
All right. When I was young, my teachers called my parents and were like, "He may need some
Medication.
Adderall, right? Some Ritalin, you know." And I never tried. And they kept like the next teacher, and then I had a really awesome teacher. His name's Mr. Hines.
Okay.
And now he is the superintendent of Port Washington. He was like, "Yeah, no, he doesn't. No, he doesn't." And then he's cool. He's awesome. 4th grade, they were like, "No, he doesn't." 5th grade, he may need it. 6th grade. Anyway, I never took it until college because I wanted to make the dean's list. I wanted to graduate college. I wanted to get good grades, you know? So I talked to my mom and my dad, and I said, you know, I think...
Were you not getting good grades in high school?
Yeah, math, no. Math, only geometry.
Was it only because you weren't interested in it, or what?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, you just didn't care.
Fuck it.
Because most of the shit we learn in school is bullshit.
Bullshit. You know, formalities.
Factory work crap.
Yeah. You know?
Keep going. I like where this
Cool,
is going.
man. Thanks for pointing that out.
I like where this is going.
Yeah, so I talked to my parents, and I got a prescription of, it was like Vyvanse or some shit, and it was way too much.
What was
like
it? 5 what?
Vyvanse.
I don't know.
It was like 30 milligrams.
Okay.
And I was like, this is great. I felt like all the time.
How long did you take it for?
About a year.
Wow. That's a
Yeah.
long time.
It is.
To be-
I think I had the prescription for about a year. And then...
How are you doing school-wise?
Excellent. I was, well, grade-wise. I was on the dean's list. First time I made the dean's list. I did all that shit.
How much of that do you think was as a result of the drugs or just as your focus?
It was the drugs.
Definitely the drugs?
Definitely.
Wow.
And it's scary to say that, you know?
Wow.
Yeah, because it hyper-focused me. You know, it did something, and I don't really know what it did. But I made the dean's list. I did that. I did this and that. And fuck all that. I said, I don't feel like myself.
Yeah.
I feel like a robot. So I stopped taking it. And I graduated college, and I think that medication kind of forced me. I was going for computer science, and because that's what that's what I love to do. I love computers. I love technology. Another passion of mine.
Okay.
Love technology. So I thought, oh, if I want to do anything in technology, I need to go get a computer science degree. So that's what I was doing for 2.5 years, and I fucking hated it. I hated it, but I didn't know I hated it until I took that fucking stupid pill, because then I discovered a film class, and I said, this is going to get me through college, this film class. And it was like the first film program at Stony Brook, Cinema and Cultural Studies. I was like one of the first graduating classes, whatever. I was like, I love this.
So you were a film major? You
I
became
was a
film major?
cinema and cultural studies. It's part of the cultural analysis and theory thing.
Okay.
So that's one of their departments at Stony Brook, and I had some really awesome professors. Asher Foley. I had who else? I had a lot of people. We can talk about that later. Who really showed us and showed me that film is really powerful, culture is really powerful, and I think what I loved about it was entertainment. I think what I loved about it was I was passionate about it. I love movies, so I was like, if I can graduate and get a bachelor's degree with this, that's what I'm doing. So I stayed an extra year so I could do that, and then I graduated.
So you
and my grades were maybe B.
But that's okay.
Yeah.
The grades don't mean anything.
Grades, fuck it, man.
So wait, can I stop you there for a minute?
Yes.
So I have you wouldn't know this about me because you didn't listen to this episode, but I have a very similar parallel situation, sort of. So you're 27, Pulp. You're 27.
Shit.
You're 27. Is that a seed?
Sorry, it's a ginger. Ugh, I've never had that happen.
That's dangerous.
Juice press, I'm coming after you. I'm kidding. I love juice press.
So you're 27. I'm 39. So I got diagnosed with ADHD when I was like 10 or 11, which is a long time ago.
Yeah.
But that's when ADHD wasn't like a big deal.
It wasn't a money-making machine.
Exactly. Yeah. So that was before everybody that has a hyper kid, it has throw pills at them. It was a little bit more focused then. So they put me on Ritalin, and I took one pill one time, and it turned me into a zombie. And then after that, I used to throw it down the drain when the nurse wasn't looking, and it had such an impact.
You told me this story, I think. I think you told me this story.
It had such an impact on me that I never put anything foreign in my body at all.
You know
Zero.
what? You have a really awesome father. What's his name?
Jay.
You're the man. You know why? Because we learn from our parents, and that's cool that you said you were aware enough then to say, I don't need this, but the doctors told you did, right?
The doctors told me that I did.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, when I finally told my parents later on that I haven't been taking it, they were like, we're really happy that you didn't.
That's also so cool, man.
You had one teacher who understood you. I had one teacher that understood me. Second grade, Miss Smithy.
Let's give her a round of applause. Miss Smithy. Everybody, hello?
I don't think she's alive anymore. But we can still applaud her. In any event, Miss Smithy would open up the side door of the classroom and say, run around the building until you burn it off and then come back and sit down. Only person, only teacher.
That's what Mr. Hines taught us. They say you have one really awesome teacher in your life. Who says that? I don't know. He was an awesome teacher. He is an awesome teacher. I'm still learning from him.
Are you still close to them now?
Yes.
Really?
Oh, yeah. He's the man. We had lunch a few weeks ago with my friend Katie. She's so cool. By the way, Katie, if you're listening, you know what to do, Katie. Anyway.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
This is a little bit personal, but no.
Yes.
Don't worry. Do you truly believe that guys and girls can be friends?
Okay.
You want to stretch before you answer this question? What's fucking going on?
I don't know. I don't know yet. And I'll tell you why.
I'm going to tell you as a slightly older man when you're done.
I'll tell you why. There was a woman recently who I really liked.
Okay.
And I made it clear. And
see, that's what I love about you. You're fucking direct.
You have to be, because our time is valuable.
So, dude, it's the most valuable. It's the only thing you can't buy more of. So you just go in for the kill. You're like the comedic predator.
I don't like those words, but if that's what you see it as,
because I feel like I can see you. I haven't seen you in action, but I'd love to.
I make it, if there's a connection there and it's mutual and we feel it.
Yeah, but how do you know if there's a connection when you just see someone from?
I mean, if you bump into somebody in the street, right? It could be anybody. It could be this goatee. Okay. Right. I love dogs, by the way. When dogs. I'm landing the plane. I'm trying to formulate the point. Dogs have an energy, right?
Everything has an energy.
But dogs don't have the societal shit, the worries and the panics and this stuff that we have as humans. You know when a dog likes you, right? Comes up, he licks you, he jumps on you,
wags the tail.
Wags the tail,
the whole
right?
thing, yeah.
I think as human beings, we know that. When that we're both wagging each other. We're both wagging tails.
Okay. So you're in a bar.
We can make so many jokes about this right now, but yeah, I'm at a bar.
You're in a bar because you go to bars.
Sure.
Especially in the Hamptons in the
summer.
Sure,
yeah.
Because that's where you operate. And you see
my office and my house, but Yeah.
the street, anywhere.
Yeah.
So you see a nice young lady. I feel like you're the kind of person that appreciates like blondes. You like blondes.
I do like blondes.
Yeah. I feel that when I see you, I'm like, here's a guy that likes slim blonde women. Is that an accurate statement?
I like all women. I do. I don't know.
Everybody kind of has a type. Like you settle into something. There's a pattern. You might deviate, just to like, but there's a pattern. That's not the point.
I'm starting to blush.
That's not the point. The point is this.
Yeah.
You see her from across the bar.
Yeah.
You got your ginger fireball in your hand.
Yeah.
And you see her and like, but she hasn't seen you.
Eye contact.
So you start wagging your tail. And then you do what you do, which is like meander over.
This is what I do.
You meander over. Yeah. And then you meander over.
And then she either comes here and does this, or she walks away.
Well, you meander over and you say something that's laughable.
Yeah.
And then the conversation happens.
Yeah.
But to come full circle, because do you believe guys and girls will be friends?
So thank you for keeping me on track. I forgot where I was for a second. I don't know yet, and that's something that I think time will teach me.
Can I weigh in on this?
John Mayer has a song called "Friends, Lovers, or Nothing."
Okay.
There can only ever be one.
Okay.
So talking about the girl that I was relating this to recently.
Oh no, really full circle.
I mentioned that to her.
This is at what point in your...
This was like she wanted to hang out every day. And
well, were you dating her at the time?
No.
Okay.
She was here for a short amount of time in the Hamptons, and then she went home. And
there was
she's here for work, so she moves to different places.
But there was no sex at this time.
No,
we're friends, whatever that means, which is her trying to get in your pants. Okay, so keep telling me here. Keep going.
So I'm relating it to that because I liked her, and I told her, I said, I like you, and I know you have to leave, so shit, man. To answer your question, I don't know, man.
Wait, hold on. You can't just
I'm
drop
landing
me there.
the plane.
No, take off again. So hold on. You say to her, I like you, but I know you have to leave, and she's like, well, I want to have a lot of sex with you and hang out with you every day, so what's the problem here? And you say to her...
I said to myself, I can't do this.
Why?
I don't know.
You're lying.
Because she wants a relationship.
Okay.
And
so you're like a decent human being.
Thanks.
No, I mean that. I know that about you. So you were actually did the right thing, which is
I did what my parents taught me. I did what is in my DNA as an Italian man. Whatever.
Well, that's not what's in our DNA as Italian men. What's in our DNA as Italian men is to have a wife and a gumad. We see the girlfriend on Friday and hang out with the wife on Saturday. That's what's in. Have you seen Goodfellas? That's what's in our DNA. That's what's in our DNA.
Come on. Where's the never mind. I'm not making a reference.
So you didn't sleep with her?
No.
Because you decided that was the right thing to do because her
I didn't want to do it. That's the right thing. I wanted to do it initially.
When we root through all the bullshit, do you know what really happened at the end of that?
Tell me.
You just weren't that into her. It's like if a buyer really wants a house, there's no excuses, they get it done. If a guy really wants to be with a girl or a girl really wants to be with a guy, there's no excuse.
It happens, right?
They just
it's this.
They just get it done.
Law of attraction.
And it just wasn't there.
Shit.
So
thank you. That was really cool.
Oh, my pleasure.
Yeah.
I hope I
you
maybe
did. You helped me. You helped me with
a
that.
little bit of therapy. I've been to enough.
A lot.
I've been to enough of it to be able to
So okay, cool. So therapy is a good thing.
Did you see my therapy video?
No.
You don't watch any of my shit.
I think I may have because. No. I think I may have really.
Okay.
Talk. Go ahead. Tell me.
No, I think everybody needs therapy.
Everybody does, and you know why? There's a whole culture around this fitness, right? Wagging the tails and working out and
you don't go to the gym though.
No.
Why?
I don't know. I'm working on it, practicing. I guess
you just don't like it. You obviously don't enjoy it.
But you see how much energy I have?
Yeah.
I need to release that energy.
So
fourth wall. I just broke the fourth wall. Anyway.
What the hell's that?
The fourth wall is a film thing. So like the cameras are.
He knows. Well, he's the man. He's Matt Our Visual. He should be doing your video shit, by the way. We'll talk about that later. That's not important. That's not important. Right now. That is important, but not at this particular moment.
Where were we? I don't even know. Therapy.
Yes.
There's a whole thing about a culture around working out, and there's gyms, and you go to the gym, you pay money to do that, but nobody really... This is stigmatized. Okay. Helping, like, mental fitness.
Okay.
Stigmatized.
Yes.
It's not okay.
Or, like, it's okay to call up work and say... Hey, listen, I don't feel well. I'm going to take a day off. But it's not okay to call up and say, I need a mental health day. I'm having some mental, shit that I'm dealing with. That's not okay.
No, and it bothers me that that's not okay, It bothers me because there's a lot of people that say, oh. There's a lot of people that will never say, I went to see a therapist. And that's cool because you don't have to, right? Therapist, spiritual advisor, whatever it is. I don't think they're related. I don't know if they're related. But I think everybody needs some guidance.
100%.
Yeah, you cannot have everything figured out, especially however old or young you are. You just can't. And whether it's a friend or whether it's somebody, just ask for help if you need it. That's goosebumps.
Nobody has the answers all the time. And as you evolve in life and face different changes and go through different things, sometimes you can't see the trees through the forest. You know what I'm saying? You need somebody else to be standing there to be like, yo. Tree.
I like that, man.
So this is what I genuinely feel. I feel that everybody should, like, you go for a physical, you should have to, and insurance should pay for people to go to therapy once a year, once a quarter, whatever it is. I just feel like everybody needs that. And I wasn't a big therapy believer for myself because I'm like, you know what? I always felt that therapy was a place for people who needed a safe place to speak, which I don't give a shit, right? Yeah. Or B, didn't needed it kind of pulled out of them a little bit. Yeah. They didn't want to talk about it. I don't care. I'm like, or didn't have people to talk about stuff with, or just had like a chemical imbalance and really needed additional help via medication or whatever.
Yeah, maybe there are people that.
There are people that are like bipolar and stuff. That's an extreme case.
I guess. Yeah.
We're not talking about that though. But that's like an extreme case. But there was a young lady came on the podcast. Do you know Leah Tozer?
No.
So Leah Tozer is a realtor. She's a broker owner of. Engel
and Volkers.
Yeah, in Long Beach.
Cool.
So I was talking to her for like 2 hours before the podcast. She's like, yo, at the time I was dealing with this stuff, she's like, you got to go to therapy. I'm like, I'm not against therapy, but like, I don't really think I need it for the reasons I just mentioned. And she's like, you got to go to this lady because she changed my life. She's like, I went to her. Like, some of a good therapist will pull some shit out of you that you don't even know was in there. It's so deep.
So I'm getting excited because that happened to me.
With a therapist?
Yes. So I left my company in maybe 6 months, Coldwell Banker.
Okay.
I left my family because I thought that's what I had to do. And
you're with Coldwell Banker now,
yes,
right? Okay.
Yeah. So I'm landing.
Okay.
I'm almost there.
Land.
I left my company and I was distraught. Everybody told me, like, I had this thing where I need to grow, right? And I went to Douglas Elliman. I love Douglas Elliman. But it's not for me. But I love Douglas Elliman. It's not for me right now. Maybe one day. Okay. I'm done. So, I left Coldwell Banker, and I left my family, I left the coaches, and I left the people that let me be myself to go do something I thought I had to do. Coldwell Banker, we brought Coldwell Banker into the Hamptons about 5 years ago.
Okay.
And, a lot of people talk shit because they don't know. Because Douglas Elliman has been there forever, Brown Harris Stevens, and I hate to name drop, but I love all these companies and I do business with them. But anyway, we may have to cut that.
Nah, we don't cut anything.
So anyway, where the fuck was I?
Coldwell Banker, you left your family.
I left my family because I thought I had to do it. Everyone says, no, you got to go to a bigger company that has roots here. You got to do this, you got to do that, and do it, and do it, and do it. And I didn't want to do it, I think, but I wanted to do it to see it.
Okay. Sometimes you got to experience it.
Yeah,
you're also a really young guy. Meaning, you have like a lot of life to live and experiences. Yeah. When I meet you, I think you're a mature guy. Like, I think you're a little bit older, not in like a you look older way.
Thanks, man. A lot of people think that I'm like, I just worry that when I do turn 40, I'm going to look like I'm 80. And like, hey, it's me. I'm only 40. I promise. Where were we?
You have a lot to live in, like you have a lot to live and a lot of lessons to learn.
Thank you.
So you got to, and you do that through experience. That's what makes life beautiful. So you do that. You leave your family. You fucking abandon them. No child support. Nothing.
I was fucking
wrecking.
I was in a shithole. I was in shit. Like, I thought that's what I had to do, and I was like, no, I'm going to embrace it. Day one, and it doesn't have to do with any company.
Okay.
I could have went to this
Yeah.
Goatee Land. I could have went to Juice Press. I could have done something.
Yeah.
But my heart, what I learned after I came back, was that my heart wasn't telling me to leave. There were some things that.
Were these external societal pressures in that area? Yes.
I think so.
You were going because you felt like if you
I'll tell you what happened, and I think this is what happened. This happened, and this mind of mine kind of thought there was something else out there for me to grow, to maybe make more money, to be better, and I thought I had to do that because that's what everybody was telling me to do.
Got it.
So I asked so much freaking advice from everybody. My friends, my family, but the person I didn't ask was my broker. The person I didn't even talk to was the family I was with, and saying what I was, because I was afraid that they would. I don't know.
What about like? Did you ask yourself what you really wanted? Because everybody has an opinion.
I don't think I did. My heart. So when I was there at that other company, which I love, I really do. After 4 months, I said, it's not working out. Well, maybe you should go to a different office. We'll put you here. I said, it's not working out. I don't apologize. It's just not me. So the next day...
What about it wasn't you?
Structure.
Meaning you needed more.
Maybe corporate. Maybe it was too corporate. Maybe it was...
Oh, yeah, I can't see you.
I don't know what it was, but
You do.
it just... my heart told me then to go home. To go home. To go home.
And what happened there?
What happened where?
So, like, tell me
I
about
did
the
business.
home... tell me about the
home.
home... No, tell me about the homecoming.
Oh, I didn't tell anybody. I didn't ask for advice. I didn't want any more noise. Because the noise, When you ask people for advice, when you don't know the answer yourself, not you personally, but us as people, when we don't listen to this, we ask for other people's advice. And maybe, this is a good point. So, I went home, right? But while I was in that, I forgot where we were, so I'm going to land the plane and come full circle. When I was there in 4-month land, actually before 4-month land, my buddy was like, because this lasted for a long time, this should I do this, should I do that? I would say almost a year of these thoughts and these things and comparisons that I was trying to make and I thought was good for me. My buddy was like, you should maybe consider seeing a therapist. Mm-hmm. And I said, I don't know, therapy, no. But he's like, just think about it, And I said, I'm going to do this because I was in a bad place. I was, and I don't mean that dramatically, fourth wall. I mean that, like, I needed some guidance, So I went to see a therapist, and I didn't really listen to what he said that first time, I didn't. He said a lot of great things. A couple stuck with me, but I didn't really believe it, I think. And then when I came back, everything felt right, And I didn't tell anybody I was going back. I just went back. I talked to my broker. I said, you know what? I'm coming back, and I don't want any more money. I don't want any more this, that. I want to be home. So I'm home, and that's it.
Do you still go to therapy or no?
I would, yeah.
But you don't go to therapy anymore.
I do.
Oh,
sure.
You do?
Yeah, why not?
Do you feel that it had a positive, like...
Absolutely. So I'm sorry, I forgot another point that I was on. When I went back, everything felt right, and it was really overwhelming, the feeling of happiness and, all the boxes were checked. Money, girls, and business, and happiness, you know, music, whatever it was. I felt really aligned. And I wrote everything down that I was like, some of my friends were like, Joe, what's going on with you? I'm like, I'm happy. I feel like I'm living, you know? And during my journey home, where was I? I went home, and then I called up my therapist.
Home meaning Coldwell Banker.
Coldwell Banker.
Got it.
Yeah, I went to my...
Got it.
I got something out of the fridge, and then I had this goatee. I was really overwhelmed with happiness.
Okay.
And it was confusing because my phone's... Let me just send this to voicemail. Oh. Say hello to the podcast.
Hello.
Hey, you're on the air. We're talking about when I left my company and things. This is my best friend.
Oh, great. Wow.
You want to say anything for the audience?
Hello.
Say hi to Charles.
Hey, bud, what's going on?
How you doing?
He's in my company. He's the man.
Tell him
Hi.
we'll call back. Just hung up on him.
So, where was I?
You coming home.
I got a banana from the fridge. I had some
therapy.
juice. Yeah, I was so overwhelmed with happiness, and my friends were like, "What is going on with Joe? Why is he so happy? What is it? Is he crazy? Does he?" One of my friends was like, "You might have a brain tumor." I swear to God.
It wasn't the guy that just called, was it?
No, he's no.
All right, good.
Believe me, it was somebody else who is another best friend, really close to me. I think you have a brain tumor. I said, okay. That's nice. I didn't know what to say, so I went back to see my therapist.
Okay.
That's what he told me to do.
What, breathe? That's why you breathe all the time.
We all do.
No, I know, but like in that fashion.
Yeah.
So what? When you have a moment of what?
Fear,
Anxiety.
worry,
Okay.
anxiety. Breathe, because that's all we have. That's all we have.
Interesting.
That's all we'll ever have. And you are because you are, and I am because I am. That's it. I'm not scared. I'm not, maybe one day I will be more scared than I am now, but that's okay. But right now I am here, and that's what they taught me, and changed my life.
Wow.
Yeah. I love this podcast. This is
dope,
fun.
man. So I'm going to segue, right?
Yes.
So you are Mr. East End Luxury. That's what I call you anyway, right? In my
Thank
opinion, you are.
Thank you.
So what is... I obviously... Like, I've done some business in the Hamptons. I have sold some lower-end stuff in the Hamptons by Hampton standards, like $550, $525, $475, whatever. Yeah. But, like, you do, like, tennis courts and wine cellars and shit like that. Yeah.
People are moving their money around, and I'm really excited to be in a place where I can connect and be myself, because people come to the Hamptons, some of the most talented people, influential people, whatever. Some people will say the richest people, right? Money comes, it'll always be there. It's a thing. It just moves around. That's it. Sorry, I had to get that out. Money, no. I sell property in the Hamptons, and all I do is help people move their money around, And anyway, people come to the Hamptons to take their tie off and relax.
Okay. Yes.
And I'm blessed to do what I do.
The poster
boy. A lot of people get in this business because they go on they see HGTV, and it's glamorized, this business. And there's a lot of hustlers out there, and the hustle and the bustle and the boo-ba-doo. But I gotta hustle so I can make money, so what? I may have money, So that's one of my frustrations with the business and people in the Hamptons and young agents getting in the business because they want to make money. That's great. You can make money, but I think time is so much more valuable.
So why do you do real estate?
Because it gives me the freedom to do this, to do this, to be myself, and to breathe, and to not feel that there is a structure or somebody telling me what I should do. I'm my own boss. You're your own boss. That's why I do it.
That's the nugget. Nice.
We found the nugget.
Yeah, that was the nugget. So, I want to talk about your creative marketing. So you've been doing some videos and stuff, which are hilarious. Like
Thanks.
hilarious, bro. I watched them over and over again, and then I text you the buzz lines of them.
Yeah.
And here's the thing, like to your point, I think it's refreshing because the Hamptons is a stuffy place stereotypically. Stereotypically, on the surface, it's a stuffy place. You know what? Just real estate in general, business in general, New York to a certain extent is just it's all stuffy. It's you got to be serious, you got to be professional. It's like, bro, listen, you got to be you, and you got to be having a good time. And there's a respectful, entertaining way to go about, showing people your individuality in a respectful way that gets the job done. Yeah. And that's what I think you do.
Thank you very much. That's cool.
And did you start shooting the videos recently? Like, what's the inspiration behind them?
So,
have they been effective?
Fuck yes.
In what capacities? In bringing in new business, or in selling the properties, or what?
Everything, man. I mean, if we branch off and talk about technology, I'll be here forever, right? That's anyway. Excuse me. What was the question that you said before? Is it?
So, the videos.
Yeah.
Like, what was the inspiration for them? When did they start? And then what kind of impact, both on a lead gen side and a sales side, have you seen as a result?
All right, impact.
When did you start them?
Lead when?
When?
Impact.
Both lead gen and sales.
Sales.
And he's writing all this down. No, there's one more thing. What was the inspiration?
Okay, so the inspiration,
let's start there.
Was there's some Coldwell Banker agents that fucking kill it with this, and I can mention a few. One of them is going to be
kill it with videos.
Yes,
really?
Austin Solomon. Check out his videos. He is himself. Austin, how are you? He was one of my inspirations to just be like, fuck it, I can do this. Austin is like, I don't know how old you are, Austin. Maybe he's much younger than us.
Austin's Jewish?
I don't know.
He's a man. He's a landsman. He's one of mine. His last name's Solomon. I like him already.
Oh yeah, that does sound Jewish.
Yeah, I like him already.
Yeah, he's a cool guy. Yeah, you guys will connect. I'll help. I'll make it happen. He does these awesome videos, and
wait, hold on. I'm gonna follow him on Instagram.
Yeah, man.
What's his Instagram handle?
I'm gonna get some air in here. Is that okay?
Yeah, open the door.
Cool.
It's fine.
That don't work out.
Twist the handle.
Oh.
All right.
See you later. I'm out of here.
Did we get that?
Please. Wow.
Austin Solomon.
That's bad. Austin Solomon is totally himself.
Okay.
And I know that I at that time I was like, yeah, I can be myself and I can do that, but I was too scared to do it.
Really?
So I did one.
Okay.
I finally did one. It was a Facebook Live, and I got a call that same day, within an hour, from a college roommate that I had maybe 5 years ago, who I lost touch with. And he said, hey, do you know a title person? You're in real estate, right? I said, yeah. I connected him with a title person, and in about a month, that whatever was resolved. And he said, Joe, I need a real estate person. I said, great, where are you? In the city, whatever. So I connected him with a friend, and I made $1,000.
Nice.
A little bit more than that.
Nice. From one Facebook Live video,
Yeah.
which cost you how much to make? I fight with people about this shit all the time. My buddy Tyler was on last week, and he's a cold calling savage. Like, this kid cold calls for 13 hours a day.
How's he doing? Good?
Crushes it.
Is he a hustler?
He's a very hard-working
Cool.
kid. Father, karate black belt, ex-police officer, very disciplined guy. Like, that's what he comes from. So, but I'm like, yo, you gotta fucking get on the social media train, bro. First of all, it's free. Second of all, it's how people communicate. And people want to feel that they're doing business with, like, a person. And that's why, like, oh, well, I post pictures of, like, things. No, not objects. They want to feel you.
Yeah.
They want to feel the passion.
Isn't it so magical?
It is actually magical. Technology, which we don't want to go down a rabbit hole.
Let's do it. Let's
We
go
don't
down.
wanna- we don't
I'm
wanna go
going
a
down.
rabbit- Don't go
I'm
on a
going
rabbit-
down.
You got to pick something up at 12 o'clock.
I'm going down. Okay, I'm back up.
So, keep going about the... keep going.
About the videos?
Yeah, so you did one. You made
did one.
$1,000 off a free video. Solomon.
I think I was addicted to it.
At
I
that
was
point?
addicted, yep. And then I fell into...
You can't talk looking at the wall. It doesn't record you.
Was that a nugget?
No.
Oh, okay.
There's only one nugget.
Oh, shit. Okay, cool.
You blew your load. That's it.
Yeah. So, where was I?
Videos. Inspiration, impact.
Yeah, so Austin Solomon and some other awesome 30 under 30s. So I was Coldwell Banker 30 under 30 maybe 2 years ago. I applied again. I did this amazing video, and I think I tried too hard, and that's why I didn't win. I don't really know. I'm kidding. So that was my inspiration. The impact is this. It's why I'm here. It's why you're here, you know? And it's so fucking easy, you know? But a lot of people think they have to dress up and get a nice car. Did you see Joey Pistachio video?
No. I didn't
Yes,
see
you
that
did.
one. The pistachio?
Joey Pistachio.
I didn't see that.
Fuck.
The last two videos I saw were you had a recent listing with the tennis court, which was hilarious.
Cool, yeah.
And there was one right before that. Like within the last week, I've seen two of the videos, and they're hilarious.
Just, if you can YouTube Joey Pistachio right now, because this is the point that I'm getting to, is that a lot of agents, and I'm going to keep talking for now, a lot of agents, they get into the business, and breaking the fourth wall, if that's okay with whoever. They get into the business, and they think they have to dress up, and they think they have to get a new car, and a new suit, and a new whatever the hell else they have to get. Because that's what HGTV is telling them. Or not HGTV. I love HGTV. Don't hurt me.
Is this Joey Piccinini meets Joey Pistachio?
That's it, yeah.
We want to play this now?
Sure. It's a little long, but that's okay. Choi helped me with this. If anyone needs a video, talk to this guy and then talk to Choi. What was your name again?
Matt, our visual.
Matt.
I'm going to watch this after because this is like 10 minutes long.
All right, just skip ahead to the new car part. Go like, just keep skipping ahead.
How far ahead?
Go back. Actually, go to the last minute. Go ahead. More. Yep. A little bit more. Okay, here. So this is the guy who got into the business to make money, right?
So as you can see, it didn't work out for me. I was high off my own line. Is being perfect the answer? Was this facade worth it? Was it worth a $600 haircut? Could perfection stray me away from a potential lover? Was it worth hurting the people I care the most about?
Those are my brokers, by the way.
I may have learned the most important lesson of my career, and maybe even more. Just be yourself.
That's it.
You know what I'm going to do, and you might hate me for this?
Yeah.
I think we got to cut it right there because I think that's the perfect ending.
Perfect, man. Thank you so much.
And the moral of the story essentially is
Be yourself.
it's not about cars, it's not about money, it's not about bullshit, it's not
Let's
about
sing a song
society.
for the ending.
Joe,
Yeah.
I love you.
I love you too.
You're the fucking man.
Thank you so much.
How do people find you? If they're out east. there's
Instagram, Go Pick Joe, GoPickJoe. You'll see me on NBC. I'll be on Open House NYC, I think this Sunday.
Nice.
Yeah.
Facebook?
Facebook, Joseph Piccinini Jr., or you can follow my Hamptons real estate page, but just send me a message and tell me the why, and we'll be friends.
And if you're slim and blonde and in the Hamptons, Pick Joe. What is it? Pick Joe?
You can find me. Actually, I'm not on Tinder. Just find me, Google me, and text me and tell me why.
And get it popping.
Yeah.
If you got a house that smells like cat pee, dated for the 1960s, development deals, whatever it is, I want to buy it. 516-777 sold. If you have a building department issue, if you're an investor, a realtor, Joe Piccinini, any of his girlfriends, if they're thinking about buying a house, you need the Captain Permit, 516-513-8838. That's a wrap.
Orgulloso estoy de mi herencia judía.
Benjamin Levin Shlomo, cuando me llaman a la